Anyway, but I feel like there was something else I had to say to you guys. Oh my god, have you seen the internet absolutely imploding this weekend? Did you see Andrew Tate chiming in on Valorant? What? Did you see Asmongold chiming in on Valorant and male-dominated gaming spaces? Oh my days. Oh, I have a hot take. I do have a hot take on that. I know I'm a day early, but I really, really want to get my hot take out there because it's ridiculous. So, if anyone is new to this drama that's been happening around on Valorant right now, so there was this girl streamer gamer, and she was in a Valorant lobby with a bunch of lads. And the lads were really, really weird. And they were saying stuff like they wanted to grape her or something like that. On further inspection, it wasn't a group of dudes, it was one dude. Doesn't make it any better or worse. But he was saying that he asked her if she knew what it was like to be graped, and it wasn't grape if he was enjoying it. And this is where Taylor signed off the game. As only men online could do behind their screens in the safety of their mom's basements. Anyway, the girl made a Twitter post about it, and she was saying, like, enough is enough. Like, Riot needs to ban these people. Like, here's their names, here's their IP, please ban them. Because you can't say that. You shouldn't be allowed to get away with saying stuff like that. It doesn't matter if you're on the internet or if you're in the street. Because if you're in the street and you have literal footage of 3 men saying that to you, you could take it to the police station and those 3 men will be done for harassment, sexual harassment like that. It'll be done. End of case, story closed. But because it's on the internet and there's no laws when it comes to the internet, people can get away with doing whatever they want, basically. So, there's been a lot of back and forth on this, and everyone's been chiming in, even as far as Andrew Tate going in to say that women should not be allowed in male-dominated gaming spaces and they should be banned. I can't make it up. But I'll find you the video that I watched on Asmon last night, talking about this. Let me just get him up here. This is, and I don't agree with him. Let's start by saying this is brain rot. This is brain rot comments. So let's get in.
She said men are the problem with the gaming community. We're gonna watch it.
She wouldn't last 10 minutes in a car.
Okay, honestly, but I don't think it's the women that's the problem in the gaming community. Like, let's be for real for a second. I don't think it's the girls.
Lobby is not, nor has it ever been, a valid excuse for men to act like pieces of human garbage in gaming.
There's one thing that people like this need to understand is that needing an excuse implies that they're accountable to you. Men are not accountable to you. People do not have to live up to your standards. Nobody has to accommodate you. Nobody has an obligation to.
Yeah, but they should live up to the standards of the game. Like, if the game says you can't do this, you can't say that, you have to be respectful in lobbies up to a certain point, then yeah, you should be accountable for the standard that they expect within the game.
To behave in a way that makes you comfortable. It's just not important to anybody other than you.
Yeah, but it's important to everyone within that community that they can feel that they can actually go online without being harassed to the point that they don't feel safe. Like, be for real, for real.
I have to play a game
Yeah.
where all I say is hi and the whole game is thrown and I'm in hell for the next 40 minutes because men are being emotional about it. That is not normal. And that's not how the old COD days were, because I promise you, as a man, you have never had somebody throw on the basis of your gender.
I've told you many times on stream that I used to play, well, I didn't used to play, well, I did used to play. I used to watch my friends play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 back in the day. And sometimes I would play as well. Like, you didn't really get a choice if you were sitting down for 5 hours every single day watching, like, 6 lads play Call of Duty, like. But, like, yeah, like I don't even think the Call of Duty lobbies were even that bad back in the day. Because like I remember so many times going into Call of Duty lobbies, they'd be like, "Oh my god, it's a girl. Let's go. Let's go." Like we have a girl on our team. Carry her, men. There was so many times like I remember guys being a lot nicer. Like sure, there was a lot of, you know, banter and like a bit hardcore banter, but Irish people are known for being hardcore when it comes to banter anyway, and it might seem jaw dropping to like American audience the stuff that would be said, but we'd still take it as just fun. As long as, you know, everyone is like, you know, throwing back and throwing back harder than the person who threw, then all is fun. And I think you'd understand as well if you're Scottish or English. Like we'll just keep throwing until like we get told, "Nah, man, we can't throw any harder. We can't throw any more than this." But yeah, I don't think the Call of Duty lobbies were that bad.
Doesn't happen. You can say it happens. You're lying. I'm sorry. I don't know why that's such a common thing.
She's right about that. Girls do get treated a lot worse on what do you call it? On like voice
do
chat.
now.
Like that's 100% true.
In the comments of my videos, you guys want to be oppressed so bad
Yeah.
that you'll look at a man telling me he's gonna tell me to get back in the kitchen and say it's not a woman thing, and say that happens to you too. It doesn't. There's a reason that historically male-dominated spaces are known for being toxic and unsafe. That goes for gaming. That goes for sports.
That's
Any
what I said.
male-dominated space is a bad one.
Well, it's not bad. It's just not for you because you're a woman, so you wouldn't fit in a male space. Like that's really the reason. It's what makes sense, right? So like what she's saying is that she's not going to fit in a male space. Obviously not, because you're not a male. Like that's fine. That's not, you're not wrong, but neither are they. Like you and also like and this is the problem, right? Is that like part of what she's saying is true, because like girls do get like harassed like crazy based off of being a girl. But here's what I think she's missing is that a lot of people get harassed based off of anything that is non-normal at that, like in that group, for example. So like, for example, if you have a Middle Eastern accent, people are going to make jokes about like Al-Qaeda.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Remember how I said like Irish people, English people, and Scottish people, as if you throw, we'll throw harder. Like we don't care where you're from. We don't care what your accent is. We don't care about stereotypes or anything like that. As long as it's all fun and games just on the game and no one's actually getting hurt or anything like that, it's all fair game. And that doesn't throw out women. Like, I don't understand why he's putting this saying that she's a woman, so she won't be able to handle the banter and she won't be able to handle, you know, people saying things and throwing things like that. Like, girls can do it just as much as guys. They might not do it as much, but they definitely can't. It's not that she's complaining. I just don't like the way he keeps addressing it towards women. Women don't like this. Women don't do this. No, it's not just women, man.
Or some sort of like Muslim if you have a British accent, people are going to ask if like your teeth are f***ed up. If you have a Southern accent, people are going to ask how many guns do you have and are you dating your sister or your cousin?
We do the same thing.
If you have any accent that sounds anything that is not normative, people are going to use that and make fun of you. They're going to stereotype you. Yeah, they will just use the stereotype on you. Like black people, it's the same thing. Indian, same thing. You know, Mexican, same thing. So people are going to use anything that they possibly can to on you. So like,
I wouldn't call it being on it. I think it's
like
just
she thinks
banter.
it's all about being a woman. No, it's not. Go say like, how many of you guys, for example, have had this happen? You have like a non.
Yeah, but there's a difference. There's a difference between banter between people on a game and saying, and three guys coming onto you saying they're gonna grape you. Can we all agree that there's a line and that's when the line is crossed? Because that's where the line is crossed for me. Because, like, it's all fun and games until you mention graping somebody. Group graping. That's just weird. Like, what are you talking about? That should be bannable offense. That should be a bannable offense. Like, if everyone in the group is just having fun, having a laugh, and then it just turns nasty, and there's actual, like, really bad things said, then yes, it should be bannable. So, like, yeah, but bringing it down simply to her being a woman and not being able to handle it is just misogynistic to me, I think, because girls can give it just as much as guys can, because you've been on my stream and you know I can hand it back just as hard as I get it. But there's a line. There's a very, very thin line that you can't cross, like, I think. And then there's what Andrew Tate said. He's worse than some girls I know he's posted at least 30 things just today. And it's only like 2:30. It's 2:30 in Romania. What is he doing with his life? Ah ha 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 ha. Here we go. I got it. One second, drag you over here a bit. Women join men's spaces and cry and ruin everything. Let me just fix your English really quick. Women join men's spaces and cry and ruin everything. Apostrophe, but you know, we'll keep going. Wah, 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 like babies. Men say the worst things to each other all day and nobody cries. Easiest way to fix this problem is ban crybaby women from gaming. Done. I have a counter. I have a counter to that. I have a counter. So, I think fair enough. I think women, that women should be banned from gaming. And that all female characters should be taken out of gaming too. Take the female characters out. If you're going to take all women out of gaming, then take us out of the game too. Take all the female Valorant characters. Take all the female Overwatch characters. Take us out. I think that's fair. That's the only way around it, I think. Then you can make the game an all-male space. Just what you want. I think that's the only fair way around this, really. And then we'll see how much all these men appreciate the women in these spaces. Because most of them use female characters. And then they'll be crying. You're so annoying, not gonna lie. Why? Because you hate women as well? But you just love to stare at women all day? Because it's as close as you'll ever get to another female besides your mother?